Radio Raw. We doing this the flyway, homie. My way. Oi.
I'm going 90 on the road, switching 4 lanes. When I'm dead and gone. Remember one
What's up, y'all? This is your boy Dante Chang, and this is the Completely Unprofessional Podcast. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Yeah,
what's
we
going
good, man.
This is my co-host for today, John Brickley, and our special guest, Mr. Sean Grant.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for having me. Yeah.
Very excited to see Sean Grant. Look, I want to apologize to y'all for being late. See, I know what time I'm supposed to leave to get here on time. I do know this. And what happened was, I'm dead serious. I went to get some food before that. For some reason, I made a big mistake that I think we've all made at least once in our lives. I trusted a fart. And I'm outside, like not even by my house, with this situation going on. And then look, I had to find a bathroom and shit. I'm glad that it didn't get me on the draws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of just spread out through my butt cheeks this way. Kind of went this way.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. But it took
A while.
it took a lot of paper towels and shit to take care of the situation.
That was just not a toilet paper job. That was a paper towel.
That was a paper towel job.
Right.
It already took so many fucking attempts to get this son bitch off.
Yeah.
It was very painful.
Like you're half wanting to take a shower after that.
But I
that
can't.
happens.
And then no, I made my girl. I was like, yo, smell my butt. She's like, why? Just smell my butt. You smell anything? She's like, no.
Oh, that is.
Thank God.
That
Do it
is
one more
true
time.
love. That is true love. Yeah.
You're upset that wasn't you, honey.
What?
You're upset that you
I'm glad that I didn't get to sniff your butt.
Okay, so I don't know if that's a good enough excuse, but that's my excuse why I was
Good
late
enough for
today.
me, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my.
I apologize.
Gotta
'cause,
keep
you
them
know.
cheeks clean, man.
Man, that's not a good feeling. Especially, I just took a shower, man. That's the worst when it just happens after a shower.
Oh, man.
I know the feeling. I've had Korean barbecue a couple of times where it's backed up on me.
Why got to be Korean barbecue, man? Why couldn't just be
Dude, you telling me that you've never had kimchi and then immediately had the shits right after? All right,
I've never had it, actually. I mean, my bad.
Dude,
I'm sorry, that's
you're
probably
missing out on
worse.
some good stuff. Kimchi is great, but watch out for the
good for you.
diarrhea.
It's good for you.
Yeah,
Oh.
it keeps you
Keeps you
flowing.
regular.
Keeps you flowing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then it did his job. You knew what it was. What was about.
I trust in a fart though. Sometimes you're like, oh no, this is innocent. I just ate. No.
Fart
Yeah,
is
that's the
lying,
way.
man.
No, you know what? Asian food in general does that to you.
Yeah, right.
For some reason, because I don't know what it is about Asian food. I heard it's like the sesame oil or something that gets you to go.
Yeah.
So a lot of times is be ready.
On Thursday when I finally got back to my house, I had to beeline it to the bathroom.
Man.
So man, let's talk to you for a minute, Sean. Sean,
Yeah.
you got a new album that just dropped. Please, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm excited. March 23rd it dropped. It was with Comedy Records. And they said Sirius bought a bunch of tracks, the most that they've sold so far. So that was good because they have
That's
some
awesome,
really
man.
good guys on their album, on their label. They've got Forshaw, Sterling, a lot of guys from Canada. What's his name? The K. Trevor.
I'm not worried about. I'm worried about you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I outsold them. No,
Don't plug them. Plug yourself.
But no.
Okay, fine. You want to talk about how you did better than this? Fine.
No. Well, yeah, they just said I sold the most to Sirius so far. So I was like, oh, that's really cool.
That's awesome, man.
It peaked the first day of one on Amazon. So it's called First of His Name, Sean Grant, First of His Name. And yeah, man, thank you for letting me plug that. Bro.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I see Sean all the time. We did this bar show in Pomona.
Oh, yeah.
And like everybody on stage was eating bags of dicks, and then Sean goes up and then tears the house down.
Oh man, they were fun, man.
dude.
Oh,
That's what Sean does.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sean is a stone cold crusher.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if I told you this story or even know about it. This happened one day. All right, and this is kind of a way. All right, we're stroking both our egos by talking about this. But basically, I don't want to say exactly the comedian, but a producer. We were both on the same show, right? And the producer and I both they forced us to put this comic on that we do not like. Don't like, but we just don't. He's not our brand. He's not somebody you want to work with. Not terrible, but whatever. So I forgot who it was. I think it was Adam Hunter. Not Adam Hunter that won in the movie. Adam Hunter went first. This is how he set the lineup.
Right.
Adam Hunter, me, then you.
Right.
So to make sure this dude was gonna struggle.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
They just
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to eat
yeah.
it.
Damn.
You know what the fucked up was? I mean, no lie. We were like excited the whole show. We were like, yeah. And you didn't even know. You're just doing your thing. You don't know.
Right,
you don't
right,
even
right.
know. But he was like, yeah, we're gonna make this motherfucker eat shit. You know what I mean? And then he put like, I was like Adam Hunter, me, then you, and then what's his name? Oh, this dude saw the lineup and
Yeah.
just went home.
Oh, you left?
He
Oh,
just,
what?
He just went home.
Dang.
He saw who he was at. He saw the order it was in. He was like, "This isn't gonna end well for me." He just left.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never had that moment. I
And
mean,
this person could actually drop in whenever he wants.
oh, it's a dude
Really?
like that, huh?
Yeah, it's a dude like that. He saw the lineup, was like, "No, I do not want none of this."
That's an honor, man. Yeah, we beasts, man. People don't want to.
I just know. I was so excited.
Oh,
I was so
dude.
disappointed.
Yeah.
When he left, I'm not gonna lie. I was so sad. It ruined my day because
Oh,
the guy,
dude.
dude is straight up like I can't say I hate him, but he's a
Yeah.
jackass. I don't even.
Yeah.
I can't say that I hate anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
The person's
That's
just a
consuming.
jackass. So it's like, you know what? And obviously the guy that's producing the show thinks he's a jackass.
Right,
Like,
right.
let this motherfucker eat some shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You know what? I've only had the chills put in me like a few times. I mean, because I've struggled after my,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm talking about like where I was like, oh no, it was Ricky Smiley went up before me.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was going up before me. He was at Uptown. He's,
Mm-hmm.
and I was featuring for my first time. Uptown Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
the black club, and they go long with their feet. They let everybody up, like all the black comics. They all killing. They're like, one more, man, one more. Is it cool? I was like, hey, man, let the young man do his thing. I'm thinking it's some kid. Ricky Smiley goes up and gets a standing ovation, dog. I'm like, oh, shit. But it was cool because at the end, he didn't finish with a joke. He just like did some thing about some charity he was doing. So I was like, phew, he kind of reset the room a little bit with that. But yeah, man, like I know that feeling where you're like, oh, this motherfucker killing. But I like that. That motivates me, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that do that for you?
No, it's a good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm this dude. I tell people all the time. I'd rather not, but if I have to, I will. You know what I
To
mean?
me, it's harder to follow a dude that like flat in the room. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah,
like they would
absolutely.
just assume that everybody's funny now. You go up and kill, it's easy for me to jump on that wave. You see what I'm saying? Because like, oh, everybody's funny.
That's because you're
they
funny.
relax.
That's because you're funny though. That's not like everybody.
Word?
No, you're funnier than most people.
It's also sometimes it's hard to ride the wave though because somebody if
It
you
depends on the wave.
if you have a different energy than somebody else. Like
Yeah.
if I go up against somebody who's like super high energy and then
Right.
I go up and do my thing, sometimes you have to bring them back down to a specific level to have them follow.
And
you.
then I seen that happen where like your first 2 to 3 minutes are a little slow, but you'll pick it up around. I don't know, because like you just got hit with jokes
Yeah.
at that point, So because you don't have the energy, you don't necessarily possess that energy. So
Yeah, but once you
Definitely.
get them though, especially when you have that pace, because I've seen dudes who like are just a tornado of jokes and boom,
Yeah.
but they don't really resonate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you get them to your thing, and you're a storyteller or whatever it is, like I saw, no disrespect to the big homie, but Kevin Hart. This isn't like some shit I'm talking. This is on Laughpalooza. Remember when he had to follow Earthquake. Earthquake murdered after everybody, after like Gary Owen, all these dudes murdered. And Kevin that struggled in comparison to his laughs. But the key is at the end of Kevin's set, you knew who he was. You don't really know shit about the other comics. No offense. They're funny as hell. Tony Roberts, all these guys, jokes. But then you don't know how many kids they got, if they got kids, nothing about their family. Kevin stayed in the pocket. He even said, yeah, I went up there, I hit him with some jabs. It wasn't nothing big. You could tell that he didn't get what the other people got, but he resonated. So sometimes it's about that.
I seen him in somebody's roast battle. I forgot whose it was.
Kevin?
Yeah, he wasn't really going over like that. After like the third joke didn't go over, he's like, just trying to warm y'all up. But that goes to tell you, like,
You can read it.
honestly, that should be a lesson to everybody. See, the guy that makes the most money in our business, probably made the most money the last 2 years, probably
Right.
in our business. Could struggle at times. It doesn't drain. That's why when comedians, I was just bombing over here. Like, I don't care.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're not funny. Doesn't mean you are funny because you killed.
Right,
Someone's like, I just killed this room. Like, doesn't mean you're funny.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
And, like
right.
you could throw up you could throw up a half court shot. You actually hit the bucket. Doesn't mean you're a good
Right.
basketball player. You know what I mean? You just got lucky. You might have got lucky.
Yeah.
I've seen it where like no lie. Every show is different, kind of like snowflakes. There's no two alike.
Oh, yeah.
You have similar ones, but they're never exactly identically alike.
Yeah.
I've seen a show where like for some reason like all the best comedians went up front, like you know what I mean, and because they're all like, I gotta get up. You know how people
Right,
pull that shit.
right,
Crowd was cold, and some like the last two comedians were doo doo. For some, I mean, not doo-doo, but, not the better comedians on the lineup. And they had the best sets.
Right,
Because
right.
they warmed up by then. That's when the alcohol really started setting in.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And literally, we were all just sitting in the back like, no offense to these guys, but
Right.
these people didn't hit. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't be it's all about show placement. I've seen guys get more than they would get because they're in the middle of the show.
or in the right situation.
situation,
That guy's it was me. I'm just playing. What do you mean?
Nah, like I've seen it where like I just did a show. Like when I host, I like to make sure like the guy who's like the weakest, give him the nicest intro because
Yeah.
it's gotta be personal.
Yeah.
And this dude kind of started at this place. He's like a kid that kind of helps out
Mm-hmm.
at the place where we were. I was hosting. I was guest hosting. I was like, yeah, man, this is his house, man. Make sure you show him love. I remember when he first came up to me. It was a true story. He came up to me and said, hey, man, how you do comedy, this and that. So I just told them the story that made them like him.
Mm-hmm.
So then his jokes weren't as good as the other comics on the show, but I like this guy. And
Yeah.
that's the whole battle. So
Yeah.
he didn't have to do that. You have to do that if I just bring you up. Give it up, my man. You seen him on this, Dante Chang. They still have to work to like you. Like, do we like him yet? Is he
And you
cool?
still gotta, it's
Yeah.
like you give the alley-oop, but you still gotta dunk the ball.
Oh yeah.
can't
I'm not
just-
saying he was.
you're not gonna go
He was so bad that I made his set funny.
Yeah.
But it was. I could tell like based on the jokes. Even when he lose them, he'd be like, "Oh shit," and then he just like they'd still be with him.
Yeah.
They would laugh at his bomb lines. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. He'd be like, "Oh, that wasn't good, huh?" Anyway, because they just released the tension on him. Like, "Oh, we get it. He's a kid." But the other guys, they'd be like, "Hmm," you know what I mean? Because you say he's been on this, that, and the other. They're, all right, come on, motherfucker. Yeah, you've been.
I think that helps too.
Yeah. Oh,
That definitely helps.
Yeah.
When you like this guy's been on this or that. Like I've seen that like just like work miracles for people.
Oh,
It could be like some this guy was on. This guy changes the numbers on pulls the letters on Wheel of Fortune in the back and hands the W, takes the W. It's like, wow, but somehow.
Does it different when you go on the road versus LA? You think people care less in LA, or do they?
I think they care
more.
way less in LA because it's so common.
Yeah.
Everywhere, all something. And most of us
Right.
have at least a credit. A lot of comedians by like, I don't know, a few years in the game, you have some type of credit.
Yeah.
Even if the credit's shit.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like you go in,
I mean, even I have a credit and I don't have anything.
yeah, I mean,
I
everyone
kissed
has.
a dude on BuzzFeed. That's what I say.
We
yeah.
all could say something.
But you go to El Paso, you're a celebrity, man. Yo, I saw BuzzFeed. I saw you on that shit. Yeah, dudes be like,
Yeah.
for real.
People say it. People like even if you got like a sketch that got a lot of hits,
Yeah.
people would be like, "Oh, I seen you on the sketch." It's kind of crazy, but I would think like because this is how I know like when I went on the road with people, and then like when I'm around them in LA, like they barely get approached. Every once in a while, like, "Hey, I saw you and think that was cool, man." But like if you go to like the Midwest, they get hounded by like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's like
People want pictures,
they
all
love
that.
pictures and line up for autographs. I've seen this shit like.
Right.
The thing is when you're on the road and you don't even have credits, as long as you do good at the show, they still want pictures.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like they think you're gonna be famous one day.
Well, that you are. I mean,
Yeah.
in their world, like you, even
Yeah.
the bravery to just start doing this shit or to be getting paid to do what they assume
sure.
that you might not be rich, but they'll assume like, oh, he's probably got like, if Kevin Hart's got 50, he probably got 1 million. Like that's how people's minds work. He seemed like $1 million funny. If Kevin Hart is $50 million funny, that dude's at least $500,000 funny.
Some people really think
But that's
like
not how that shit works.
I'm like
at all.
$20 funny right now.
But see, that's, you know what I mean? Like, people don't know that that's a thing until we tell them. If they're like comedy heads, then they know
Yeah.
what we get paid. That kind of fucks it up. Like, when people tell too much about business and shit,
Yeah.
like Cheryl Underwood did that to the Comic View guys when she had this little strike on BET back in the day.
Oh, I remember
Because they
that.
got paid like $50 for a set. And before people knew that, you got on Comic View, you're a celebrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you. But now when they find out you make $50, oh, you little $50 ass boy. Oh,
yeah.
broke ass motherfucker. I don't want
I
no
think
picture
Laughs
with
paid
you.
me $100.
That,
I don't think they even sent me the check. I don't remember getting it.
But see, it don't matter because you all over the country, and you know what I'm saying. That shit airs, bro. Like when I was in Texas, and like you know how they have the sports on, but then after that, you just see. I'm like, those are my friends. Like you just see your face all huge.
That shit sucked. I'm not gonna lie. My thing was like, I was first, right?
Yeah.
You know when like this is how I can say it. Like I was happy with my set.
Yeah.
If it was first at a club,
Right.
you know what I mean. But in the circumstance, but this was a circumstance. I was first, and the host was bombing,
Jesus,
bombing, and then he ended with a rape joke.
Wow.
Jesus
But after
That
bombing,
seems like the best way to go.
I was like, it almost felt like they were like, yeah. And anyway, he did not get a single laugh. He was bombing. And then he ended with a rape joke. And then I told the producer, I went up to him and said, hey, man, I gotta, because he was an old comic. I was like, yo, can I do some crowd work? Because, you know, I
can't just jump into my stuff.
I mean, they're like, no, you can't.
Damn.
And I was like, yo, this is just a tough situation. But I mean, and for that situation, I wasn't mad at my set. You know, for what it was.
Right.
Because you guys understand as comedians what that situation is.
Right.
But I was like, yo, this is just fucked up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's
this
what I
is-
mean. When there's no energy in the room for you to do anything, you gotta.
The
start
crowd was
from
good.
scratch. Yeah,
This guy was just trash.
Right,
He was
right.
good because basically at that point, like this is how I look at it. Like an audience starts at 0, right?
Right,
The host puts the room at about. A good host puts it at a 6, so you can kind of crush.
Right.
A bad host leaves it at a 2 or 3.
Right.
Honestly, this dude put it at a -10.
Damn.
Because you're bombing and then you tell a rape joke. That's like, doof, doof, you know what I mean? The belief system's already down.
Yeah.
Because you're not funny. You know, in my head, I was like, yo, find a good host. This is LA.
yeah.
You could throw a rock and hit a funny comedian
Yeah,
here. You know what I
yeah.
mean? There's a million funny comedians
Yeah.
here.
I know because
Man.
I've thrown a rock and hit a comedian.
There's a lot of them. So, like, come on, man. You know?
They are a dime a dozen. You can get a good comedian to at least pass at hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a selfless thing. Like, you know, my favorite host, I don't know if you ever watched Martin on the old Def Jams.
Oh, yeah.
Martin would give it up to you, and the way he brought it, you could feel the love. And like you're saying, first of all, if you're bombing, you're the host, and these are your friends, because I'm assuming as an audience member, these are your friends.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, I for sure don't like your homie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you bring him to the stage, like, hey, go give it up for my boy. No, fuck you and your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want none of y'all telling me jokes. But Martin, he'd kill, rip it up front, and then he'd be like, man, this boy right here, wild boy, man. You keep an eye on Chris Tucker. And he'd come up to his thing, and then he'd come out, oh, like laughing at your joke. Man, remember what he said, boy? And then he'd tag your joke or whatever. But like it made you feel like a star. He brought you up with love, but made it about you.
He's like the greatest host in history.
I
Probably.
feel like, yeah.
He
From what he
probably
would
is
do.
the greatest host I've ever seen. Like,
Damn, when you think,
But I can't really think of anybody better than that.
Nah, yeah, he took pride in what he was doing, and he
crazy
was
thing
already
is-
the star. At
It's
that
sad because
time.
I'm from DC, and he's like, to me, he's probably my third favorite after like Chappelle and Earthquake.
They from DC too. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, I love them all, but but as the host, he's the best.
Damn,
You know what I mean?
DC got a good little.
Fuck it, DC has. I think they have almost. I don't know. They have one of the most.
What would you put them in the scene? Like, and I guess when you weigh it against New York, Chicago.
I mean, I'm biased because I'm from there.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna say they're number one.
If by volume, yeah. Because I don't know too many, but I know Tony Woods is from there.
Tony
like
Woods
they got
is from there.
they got beasts, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle's from there.
Damn, that elevates it right there.
Earthquake's from there.
Shit, but Chicago's high, man. 'Cause I don't know if you count Pryor, even though Peoria is not exactly Chicago, but it's hard to say
Ohio.
Peoria.
So it's still Ohio.
Oh,
you know?
Peoria, Illinois. So it's
Illinois?
more,
Yeah.
Is it closer to Ohio or something? Or,
I thought he was from Ohio. Pryor.
Pryor? No,
No,
Peoria
Peoria is
from Illinois.
Illinois. Yeah.
Illinois, but I don't
I
know.
guess
It's
you
probably
can.
closer
Yeah,
to.
no, I
guess
would
you
consider
can.
him a Chicago comic. You know, it's not like he wasn't going to Chicago.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I bet that if he when you're starting, you go to the closest city. So
For sure.
that kind of swallows it up. Miami,
And of course, New York. Miami
is
has
up there.
you.
Yeah, that's pretty. But I mean, no, but they got it's a lot of urban comics. But if we count Tosh, because he started in Orlando, so I guess we're a bigger city, so we kind of eat up whoever comes out of Orlando. Who else is? What's that guy's name? Bert Kreischer went to Florida State. I don't know if he started in Miami, but it's we can't. We not
they
in the
just
top
got you.
five. Yeah, that's pretty much.
They just got you.
Minnesota's got like Nick Swardson.
They got a good scene
Sports is
too.
dope.
No, the scene's great out there. I just don't know. Like, I mean, they have Louis Anderson.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think. I can only think of Louis Anderson, but like, I mean, the scene out there is amazing. I mean, they got two like really good A clubs.
Right.
And the B clubs out there are amazing. I mean,
Yeah, we'll get shot if we don't mention New York though, because New York
Yeah.
probably
Well,
not
New York
one
is good.
and two.
You
You
can't say.
can't. You can't not say New York
Because they got Murphy, they got
Murphy
Sandler.
and Chris Rock.
I remember talking to some bookers and some people for like Tonight Show and stuff like
Right.
that, and they said if you really want to like elevate your game, you need to spend some time in New York.
Yeah, because you
And-
get up so much, man.
Yeah, I mean, they said if you try, you can get 5-6 spots a night. Do that for a few weeks. That'll definitely elevate your
But low
game.
key, if you gotta have a car, but if you have the work ethic, you can get that in out here. I mean, I see Dante in the
easily do it
hood.
here.
I see Dante doing the family room. Are you willing to go to rooms that you might not be in your comfort zone? That's the key. Like, are you willing to go to Long Beach and do like a, you know what I mean, like a hood room
I mean,
or OC?
That's
or
what makes
something?
me really love young. When I see a comedian that's like, I have a boy. My boy Jared's a Jewish comedian, and he was like, I don't know. He's he was like, he just found out about the J Spot at Comedy Union.
Yeah.
For years. He was like, I want to go do these rooms. He was like researching and trying to like, make sure, like trying to make a schedule to go out there and try to get out there. Because he's like, I know this would be the toughest thing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that he was really trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to
Dude.
go to the place that would
There's
be
so
hard
much
for him.
stage time if you want to do that. And why not do that before you sit in Marty's? No offense to Marty. I mean, it's a cool
It is
room.
better than Marty.
Yeah, why would you sit
I've
in a
never been
room
to
where nobody's
J-Spot.
listening
I've always
to you?
wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm doing it. The stage time is there. I mean, I don't know whatever given time they close down. I guess if somebody gets shot outside, then they close down for like a couple months or something.
There was a fist fight while during the show. One of the last times I was there.
Nothing to do with the
That's cool.
comedy? Or was
no,
it
no,
about...
no. It was basically the host was talking shit to people, right?
Yeah.
And one dude got him back, and the audience started laughing.
Oh, and the host got sensitive?
The host got sensitive.
Oh.
And the host was like, you ain't gonna talk. The host got off, thought about it, and then went at and then
It resonated.
and then went at the dude. And then they went outside. I don't even remember what happened. In my head, I was like, I don't know. I mean, because the staff there was so nice. You know what I mean? And that's one of the places. I remember, like, that was the only time I was 6 months in, I got lit early because I was bombing so bad. But I got to make excuse for myself. The last 3 people before me bombed and got lit early.
Right.
But then, but you know what? Somebody else after me picked up the slack, so I can't even say. But it was it was years ago.
Yeah.
It was my first time there ever, 6 months in, whatever. It was actually 4 years ago now, 4.5, like almost 4.5 years ago now. And then after that, and then the next time I went there, the crowd was so hot, it took me 15 minutes to do a 3-minute bit. Because by the time I had a 15-minute set, by the time I finished my first joke,
Yeah.
I had to get off stage.
It was so hot. Yeah, I know what you're
because it
talking
was
about.
so hot. It was like
My bad.
no one ever laughs there. No one ever laughs at that part, but y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got an applause break because of the setup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
yeah,
When
like
black folk with you, they with you, man.
Yeah, man.
That's that energy.
That's
is
the
like,
realest shit.
Oh man, yeah, they bouncing it off.
Yeah, when you
man.
but there's nothing like that. Honestly, there's no. I don't know. It's something about because black people just know how to express themselves, and they always will. They're not afraid to show how they feel.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like
right.
and that's what makes it in comedy that just works so well.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like to me, like I mean, I hate this.
Would you feel like that's kind of like a redemption story? Like
What?
you went there one of your first times, and then you got lit early, and then you go back and you just like tear the place down on a 15 minutes on a 3-minute.
I
bit?
guess, but you know how comedians are. I was thinking about myself. I wish I would have done that last time.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
That's how we are. You know what I mean? Like,
dude. Like we were just talking before the show started, talking to Paul, the engineer. We were just talking about like the old Peppermint Lounge, how Chappelle had to go back there like 6 to 8 times, but he didn't have to because he was already kind of buzzing in the 90s. You know what I mean? But he was like telling Bill Bellamy hosted this horrible room called the Peppermint Lounge in New Jersey where everybody would get booed and a lot of new comics would get booed. And he kept getting booed and was like, man, these people are diabolical. But he had to figure it out. He already had Barry Katz as his manager. And Katz was calling up Bill like, yeah, he wants to do it. I don't know why. But he keeps wanting to get on your show till he conquers it because at a certain level, the people who are supposed to do this, not everybody, because not everybody who's a comedian or says they're a comedian has this drive about them, but you always want to, you just want to feel like I can go anywhere on this planet, and if they speak my language, I can make these motherfuckers laugh. You know what I mean? There's something about that drive in you. You want to be the funniest dude on every show, like if you can be. Not saying that. I mean, sometimes you got to defer. That's your goal. You want to hit every show as hard as you can in the spot you can. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the money at any point. I mean, some people it is. They think it's a get rich quick scheme. And you see them like, what the hell brought you to comedy? But that drive, the good ones, the guys who see that in each other, like,
I don't know who
you got
thinks...
me tonight, Dante. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can feel that. It's not about hating on him, it's love. Like, damn, all right, he bust my ass tonight. Let me get the right. No, I should have did this joke first, or maybe I should have led or did a little more riff. Whatever you think about in your head. But that's important to the real comics.
If anybody thinks that comedy is a get-rich-quick scheme, they are an idiot.
Just don't start. Just don't start.
Right.
Don't start. And no lie, you can tell the people. Honestly, I could almost tell a person if they really love it,
right,
or they just want to be famous or rich.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You could almost tell. And it's kind of like you can only get so deep.
Yeah.
And you can see like the lack of passion.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, especially if you're like thinking to yourself like, yeah, I gotta I gotta do another mic. Oh, I gotta do this.
Yeah,
like, why
it feels
are you
like a
upset
job.
about this?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you actually don't have to. Nobody's gonna lose money. Kevin Hart has to do his shows at this point because an economy depends on it. If that makes sense. Like a lot of people won't get paid if Kevin Hart
doesn't do it.
But if one of us don't even show up, they'll find somebody else. If I don't show up tonight or tomorrow do my gig at Comedy Store, they'll hit one of you guys up and you go fill my spot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. But like as you know, when you feel like you have to because it's a desire. Like I want to make people laugh.
For sure.
Not because I want to get to a finish line. There is no finish line.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like because Dougie Doug was the man at one point. You know what I'm saying? He was more famous than everybody. Like as a comic, you know, compared to other black comics. And so was Alec, what's the guy? AJ Johnson. It was the fucking it was before Chris Tucker and all this. Super cool dude, but I just mean like in the so you would have thought he was at the finish line at a certain point. And he's not. He's still going and he's trying to, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, well, Dice sold out Madison.
There you go.
Right. Dice sold out Madison. He's still doing comedy today.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, he was the man, and now he's it's a marathon, bro.
Exactly.
Like he's just at a different part of his career.
Right.
That's how I look at everybody. Like we're in a different. It's like we're in the same room, but you're just at a different part of that room. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't stay on top forever. It's impossible.
Yeah. No. But you know, the beautiful thing about comedy is once you do get to a certain level, I don't think you'll drop too much out of the line.
Also, what I think is beautiful, once you get to a certain point, you'll probably always be able to feed yourself.
Yeah.
Just to be able to live, you know?
Because even, I mean, short of raping somebody like Cosby, and that, but even he can still fill a theater. I mean, people go see.
Yeah.
He probably, some people will come and boo him and shit, but he wouldn't do less than 300 seats.
They still pay. They still paid to boo him. So
Well, there you go. They got paid.
He could sell I believe he could sell like a $10,000 theater.
That's what I'm saying. But look at Chingy can't do that. Chingy or who else? Bone Crusher. Remember any of these rappers that were popular? They were selling out arenas.
I've seen this is how you know
they fall off hard.
What you're saying is right. I'm gonna tell you. Remember when G Unit was on fire? Like 10, 15, like maybe like 15, 12 years ago. I don't know. It was a while, but they were the hottest thing in the world. I remember maybe 5 years after they fell off, I was a fan of them. So someone got me says, hey, you want to go see G Unit at this place? So I went, and it was like.
About to be fucked.
It was like 40 motherfuckers.
No, see Lloyd Banks.
It wasn't 50 Cent. It was just Lloyd Banks, Yayo, and all the rest of them.
Shit.
But in 2002, that would have been like they could pack out
the fucking Microsoft or whatever.
They could sell out the Garden. You know,
the Garden.
With those three back then, even with them back because they were so hot.
Dude.
They all went platinum. They all sold 3 to 4 million. Young Buck.
They were all there. Young Buck,
Yayo, and
oh my God,
Lloyd Banks. And I was like, I was so excited. I would expect to be popping. It was like, no problem getting in. When you first pulled up, it looked shady, like somewhere in like Van Nuys or something, like a warehouse. And I was like, what's going on? But you could tell they was all like. The funny thing is, there was no green room, no place to chill. They were chilling in the back of the stage with sunglasses on.
Like while the other acts was on stage, they had to watch.
And then they took their glasses off.
That's crazy.
And came out it was funny because no green room.
That's so.
But they're acting like so they gotta act like they're still on top. You know what I mean? But it was funny.
Man, dude, like, cause it's not saying it's easy to make it in rap, but it's not the same investment with the fans that you make with comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we're working so hard and staying broke for so long. Because now, once you resonate with people and you're in their gut, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make somebody laugh and then they want to buy something from you. You're part of them. You know what I mean? They think you're friends. They see you in public. What's up, Dante? Because they have a personal connection.
Yeah,
with you.
that's kind of honestly, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know how to
good
react.
thing though, man. I mean, because remember, it's better than not having nobody.
No, it's great. It's a great feeling. And I remember when I showed that other comedians that it made me a little uncomfortable not like if someone comes up to you and says cool whatever, but when they start talking to you way too long, like they know you, it's kind of like uneasy to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like after maybe 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm like, yo, how is this conversation continuing? I don't know what to talk about. I get uncomfortable and shit. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Why are you still talking to me?
No, you hit him with those lines, man.
Why did you talk to me? Why are you talking to me about stuff that I don't even know about? I don't watch hockey. Why are you talking to me about hockey? Dude. I just won this hockey game the other day. I don't know what you're talking about.
And he probably thinks he's telling a joke. It's like some people it's really not in their head. Like, damn, this story ain't going nowhere. So they just keep talking. Like, you know, how you're doing a joke, so you know, like, all right, it finishes here. This is the punchline. Regular people don't have that. He was
bombing. I didn't even know
it. He got to what he thought was the punchline. You didn't laugh, so he just is. I'm gonna find something to tell this motherfucker laugh.
Ain't no lie. Sometimes you ever do this. I don't know why I was thinking about this. So you ever been in a room like all comedians when people are testing jokes or whatever?
Hell no.
And the dude is so bad. Like, you know, like I try to be supportive. Yeah. You know? But you ever be a part where like a comedian, you don't even know where to fake laugh?
Right.
I don't even know where to pretend
you giving
to
him
laugh.
that look like that.
No, I always put the
You know it's funny, Greg Buckman? You guys
yeah. Wow.
Greg Buckman don't listen to you, but he tries to be supportive.
Right.
So he starts laughing.
Wow.
He starts laughing in the middle of your setup. Like, dog, I haven't even told you what the joke was about. You don't even. No one's ever laughed at that part. Ever.
Right.
Except at the J spot.
Right.
Yeah, except J spot. Definitely not Marty's though. Right. All of a sudden, be like, so yeah, I was at the market. I'm like, Greg, stop.
Chill, listen.
There's no joke.
But I won't laugh. I mean, because I'm listening because sometimes my thing is, it's funny. If you think of it, and I know you're funny, it's funny. All I'm trying to do is help you connect that bridge to the audience, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me a joke to work it out. I'm listening like, oh, maybe you should hide that reveal a little more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe put it closer to the middle. Because, you know what I mean? Like, jokes just have that scientific element to it. So I'm not.
It really is crazy how you can sometimes move something around and it'll just work 10 times better. It's just in a different place.
Just make sure you hit that line because certain things it's rhythm. So I
And sometimes I tell people all the time in your setup, you already gave away a punchline. Gave away your punchline by setting it up the way you're setting it up.
Yeah,
you can almost set it up differently and then add that and make it a punchline.
The trick is you got to keep yourself just a step ahead of the audience. Like the master of that was Patrice because he would keep you. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too far ahead. Because then you don't be too far ahead because then like they don't get it and they're behind in their laugh. But by the time they get it, they're like ha, you know what I mean? It's not a rhythmic laugh. But if you stay one or a half step ahead of what they thinking, you're killing them.
And that's the point. I mean, that's why that's what they said. The average comedian is about 20% smarter than the average human being.
Is that right?
Yeah, they said it's almost like it works well because like think about it. If you're dumber, you can't get that much out of the audience. Like how can you even do that?
Right.
So I mean, it makes sense.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Just to have them because that's what they're trying to do when they're watching your show. They're trying to jump on the punchlines. You know what I mean? When you're like, I know he's going. If you can manage to like direct them in such a way that they're like, how didn't I do that? You know what I'm saying? How didn't I put that together? Or how did Oh man,
I hate it when people came to see you like more than once. And they yell out your punchline before. Like, why are you doing like why?
Right.
You're ruining it for everybody else.
Right.
Like literally, I don't know. And then you gotta go on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta make fun of them.
You got to, man. And you gotta point that out. But it's like, it's awkward for the other people because they think you're really coming up with it off the top of your head.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude.
You want to seem smart for 2 seconds and no one's even gonna look at you.
Right.
I don't know. But it happens. I don't know. This is the thing. I remember going to comedy shows before I started comedy, and even the guards to say something.
Right.
I can't even say nothing. When
Right.
someone else, I stayed there quiet the whole time. Like,
Oh, you're a decent human being.
yeah, I never said nothing. I would laugh at everything.
Right.
I remember, I felt like I was a great audience member. I would laugh at everything. I would not interrupt. I would not say anything.
Yeah. What's that? Hey, oh, snap. Oh, shoot. Well, can we bring in that? I mean, might as well, all right.
I mean,
Esther's here. Esther Cool in the house.
You guys finishing up?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm finishing up. Esther Koo just walked in.
Rude as hell. Didn't even say what's up to the audience. Just putting her shit down. Oh, there she comes. Yeah.
What up?
What's up, Esther?
What's going on?
How you doing? She just bombards this motherfucker.
Yeah. She felt it. She was like, nah, I need to make this shit interesting. Sean
you guys brought it up.
No.
Stupid.
We said it and act like you do it. You interrupt
don't
us.
blame it on me.
But no, it just looks good on camera.
Yeah.
Didn't blame you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
even though we want
Do I need
you.
to come in more? Is she good, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Nothing
You
much.
come from not far, right?
Yeah.
Like down the street.
What's going on?
This is a Koreatown. Perfect teeth. Look at when she smiles.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect teeth.
No,
Not one tooth out
I
of
gotta
place.
get braces again.
What are you talking
Why?
about?
These two stick out a little.
No, it's not that bad. No.
I'm a perfectionist.
No.
I gotta fix it.
No.
On camera, you can tell.
No.
Yes.
Only you could tell.
No.
Nobody else could tell.
You know, when my buck teeth were like really messed up, they were like sticking out like this.
Mm-hmm.
I would bite into an apple and I would get sad because.
Oh, you can see the ridges?
But I could see, I could see the ridges of my teeth
Look like a shark bit that
and
motherfucker.
how crooked it was.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No.
That
I'm
was
sure
the
it's not
best
that
after
bad.
I got braces off, biting into an apple and it was all straight. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man. I was so happy.
I know that feeling. I had like 3 front teeth going on. I looked like an inner city hick. Like it was pretty
Yeah,
gross.
it makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
For sure. I think when you smile, it says a lot about you. And when you are like
I could afford braces.
wow,
That's what
maybe
it
that.
says.
That's what it is. But like when you have a messed up grill, it just doesn't make you want to smile.
You know, but maybe
Yeah.
I did smile when I had a messed up grill still because I was just a kid.
Yeah.
But maybe I should let my teeth go back to buck.
I mean, you do what you want to do.
Did you see that Tony Robbins video?
No.
Tony Robbins was at one of his talks, and there was millions of people there, and he said that.
Like, fuck me too, right? Something
Yeah,
like that?
he was very against Me Too. He was like, if you fall into the whole victim, victimhood and say I'm a victim, like you're just a loser. And he was like, I was talking to an associate of mine
David's a loser.
who's like
You
very
kick your ass.
who's very high up in the in whatever world, right? And he was hiring an assistant, and he interviewed 3 people, 1 attractive woman and 2 men. And at the end of the day, he decided to go with a guy, even though the woman was very qualified, but she was too attractive, so it was a liability. Like I don't think I could control myself around her.
Yeah.
That's
And
hilarious.
so women, like good-looking women lose out on jobs because of, you guys can't keep your dick in your pants.
I feel like it goes the other. I mean, I think you need that because I feel like women get hired because they're good looking.
No, people think that's what happens, but
Well,
that
I've seen it
actually
happen.
doesn't happen.
I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah, Dante doesn't hire any girls for that reason whatsoever.
The funny, I'll tell you a funny story about that. One of my boys was actually hired. He was the eye candy for a gay dude.
Oh.
Right? But this is the gay dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this is the most frighteningest gay dude ever. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was white,
Right.
he was gay, and he grew up around nothing but black people, and he was gangster as hell.
Oh.
Those qualities, nothing wrong with any of those qualities.
Like that black woman.
But he talk like a black woman, but he will shoot you. You know what I mean? So all
yes,
those
baby.
all those characters in the one.
Queen, do your thing, baby. Like that. Like,
Yeah, but that was the scariest dude. He's like, Dante, I will fuck a motherfucker up. I was like, and he
I'm
looked,
over here, Dante.
and he looked
Talk to you
terrifying.
like that.
He looked like a tough white dude. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know why. And he sounded like an angry black woman.
Yeah.
So it's like all together in one white dude. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. I told him about it. You're the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why you scare me.
Did your boy feel the pressure? Like did he?
No, I told him. I
Did you
told him
feel
too.
like you could be converted?
No, hell no. But I told my boy.
Why was it scary then?
Because he was a pretty ass black dude. You know what I mean? He was a pretty boy type dude. And I was like,
You
yo,
get like
man.
hypnotized by his eyes?
No, not at all, Esther. No, you want that? You want to see that, don't you? And I was like, yo, you know you're eye candy for this dude, right? He's like, yeah, I know. You don't make you do shit. He just stares at you and gives you the nasty eye.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I'm not. Yeah, man.
Would you want that to be like a good looking guy?
What?
To be somebody's eye candy? How
Wait,
would you feel?
Did you just ask him? Do you want to be a good-looking guy?
Yeah.
He's a very good-looking guy. You know what? Oh, I want to bring this up. Oh no, maybe I'll make it awkward and shit.
No,
y'all saw Esther in the New York Post?
I seen it.
You seen it?
I seen the post.
You heard what she said though, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't see what she
No.
said? She said, "Fuck Asian men, man."
No, she's always said that. That's
her whole
fine.
thing. So,
Because I don't want to fuck her.
I've never heard. Yeah.
Because I don't want to. I'm not trying to fuck her.
I want to hear this shit.
You know,
because I made it awkward.
She said I've heard her say that before.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. She's more than welcome to feel how
Is
she
that
feels.
a thing though? Is that like a popular thing among Asian women though? Like to not.
That's because our penis size suck.
Oh. Okay.
And we're not. I don't know, man. I honestly, to be honest with you, I don't have that many Asian friends.
Yeah.
Because I think Asian people in general, I'm sorry, a lot of them are boring.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of them.
I know they're so boring.
Like it's boring as shit, most of them.
They go the traditional route of whatever their parents wanted them to be, or the
Yeah.
safe route of being a financial advisor.
It's
or whatever.
boring to
It's
me.
boring,
Wow.
yeah. It's true. I'm not friends with too many Asians either for that reason.
Yeah,
Would
honestly,
that
they're not.
offend you, John? If a white woman said, "I don't fuck white men,"
Because they're boring.
No, I mean white people are pretty vanilla. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Like you really have to like step out
You'd
and
be
do
able to
something.
acknowledge it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Dude, if I ever came out, first of all, I love black women, and I'm gonna say that right, just so that you don't even think my quote. You can't even take it out of context. But if
Yeah.
I ever said that,
I mean,
like
you
I
could
didn't
use the
fuck
press.
with black women, that
it's
would
time
be
to say something controversial.
no.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
anybody should
I
ever
can't
say
deal with
black
no
women
pressure.
are boring ever.
No. Well, first of all, it's not true. But also, I'm just attracted to black women. That's all because my mother's black. Like that's just what it is.
You're not.
Whoa, that's not.
You're not mixed at all.
Oedipus complex?
I've never
Because
even-
my mother's
Oedipus.
black.
Well, no, I've never dated anything besides a black woman. I just wouldn't know what to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like
You could. You just don't want to. This is
With
fine.
a white, why
Yeah.
anybody? I just don't want to. Yeah.
You don't have girls after your shows hitting on you like, yo, you're
You know what's funny? I couldn't even tell if a white woman was hitting on me. Like I think they have. It's like maybe they have, but I just don't see them like that. Like if that makes sense. Not like in a. I just be like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? Like black woman, I can tell.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
They're
like,
approaching you.
Well, yeah, because I just
Black people
I
are
can
very
pick
aggressive.
Up, well, there's that, and like what Patrice says, when you're around people, you grow up around people. I know what that means. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
I can tell from your subtext. You know what I mean? Like what you're trying to do. Like I think other cultures just have cultural. That's what it is. It's a culture thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you hit on somebody, it's just different. So I might not pick up on the way you're doing it.
Yeah.
But a black woman's like, okay, I know
Yeah.
if she compliments me in any way,
Yeah.
teacher, we trying to fuck. Like let's get
White
to it.
woman, you're like, she likes my scarf.
Right, she'll tell
I'm
you
not
like,
sure
hey,
what
that's
that
a nice
means.
shirt. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm not sure. Does she
I don't
want the
know.
meat? I don't know.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure if they ask for your credit score, then they're down to fuck. So
Right.
Yeah.
They said I wouldn't even know like I think when I first met Esther, I didn't know if she was trying to fuck or not. Like she's just friendly. She's not. She's not trying to fuck. She's just a good person.
Yeah.
But I was like,
She's cool.
Is she trying to fuck? I couldn't tell. She'd be like, hey, you want to play basketball? I'm like, what does that mean, nigga? Is she trying to fuck?
Play basketball.
Because a black woman say you want to play basketball, that means she want to fuck. Because I'm like, play basketball. I play
I just
basketball.
wanted to play
dude.
basketball.
She just wanted to play basketball. See, that's a cultural mistake I could have made. Because
Yeah.
I would have showed up with no, just with my dick out, like, let's play
Yeah.
basketball. She
You know-
Basketball shorts with a big hole, your dick hanging out through a hole and shit.
out the front, she'd be like, no,
Yeah.
nigga,
You know,
what
it's
doing?
almost a curse when you become a woman. Like when you're a girl, I played basketball with boys all the time, and
Yeah.
they treated me like one of the boys.
Right,
Because I
right.
was just like, they would just grab the ball, they would throw a bucket of water on me, we would fight. Like I was one of the boys. Then all of a sudden,
That's not what we
Yeah,
do
no,
in
no, no.
basketball at all.
A bucket of water.
A bucket of water and fight.
Then we would wrestle. Yeah. They were fucking molesting you.
Yeah,
Like, what are
yeah.
you talking about?
They got your ass.
That's why her jumper is so whack. They never worked on the jumper. You ever watch her videos of playing basketball? It's
oh
funny.
my God.
So you play with what? You were at a basketball court.
Yeah, they just
you can't play
walk
basketball
on
in
me
the
like I'm one of
basement.
the guys. That's the nigga.
No, they did that as like a way to make fun of me. Like they they like
They was
threw
trying
up-
to see
Yeah,
your
they
titties.
try to molest you to make fun of you,
I
right?
didn't have titties. I was like fucking like 7.
Oh, shit. All right, you know
My
what?
bad. I thought
This
you
made
was-
the story.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was 7.
I'll see you later. So
My bad. That's not funny at all. I didn't mean to make that joke.
Well, guys.
Well, let's end it there.
No, unfortunately, we are out of time.
Challenge.
But it's been great, Sean. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for
That was-
having me, bro.
That was
fun,
great.
man.
One more time. Talk about your album one more time.
Oh
Plug
yeah,
your album
well
one
it's
time.
out. It's everywhere you can get stream or buy comedy. It's on Pandora. What's the other one? Spotify. All that. It's called First of His Name, Sean Grant. And yeah, I'm on the season finale of Laugh Track, so check that out. And thank you, man. Thank you for having
Thank
me,
you.
bro.
Man. Thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.
Congrats, John. Thank you, John.
thank you for having me, sir.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.